Hey everybody, it's Mikhail and I'm back with another reaction video. So this video today is from Omeezy. It is DJ Academics just made things worse. We just reacted to this a couple days ago. I'll leave it up here for y'all to watch about the DJ Academics allegations, what he was saying on live with the little 15-year-old boy. Tragic. I really hated that video. I really hate what was said. So somehow he made it even worse than what we just saw earlier this week, y'all. How? I don't know, but we finna check it out. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends, and let's see what's going on.
I love Max so much. Like, should I suck a dick for Max? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
What?
We just got here. We just pressed play. We just tuned in. What do this man be talking about? Why would he say that? What is wrong? What is wrong with him?
This is definitely a regrettable moment, and we're gonna use that as a teachable moment because I don't think I've came this far, built this platform to be that irresponsible.
Whether it's been a fan page or Akademiks himself tweeting in order to desperately try to preserve the name Akademiks, or it's been DJ Akademiks performing on everybody's stream. And when I say perform, I do truly mean
I
being
like the
performative.
color of
And in
that
between
sweater on
our
his
video
skin.
and countless of other people criticizing Akademiks, or hell, even his fans that decided to, validate Akademiks in some way, shape, form, or fashion by saying they still ride with him or anything like that. And probably some of the most damning things that he's done, or his fan page, probably not him himself, but they tried to dig up dirt and cancel Max for some previous actions that he did in his past life. I don't know, tried to paint it as a situation as if Max was also to be canceled in this situation. Akademiks talked about taking things out of context, but then played the Uno reverse card and tried to take Max out of.
So since Ack is in the wrong, he trying to bring up other people's wrongdoing. I hate when people do that. Like, you wrong, stick to your wrong, worry about your wrong. And even if this stuff is accurate, I bet Black Boy Max was younger, probably under 18, and immature. Academics, you 30 something. 35, I think they said in the last video. Talk to a 15-year-old. Big difference. But yeah, the culture itself is a problem. We'll eventually get into that. But act you know you wrong. And then got the nerve to try to flip the hand like, no, let's talk about Black. Let's talk about Max. Let's not talk about me. No, you're wrong.
Out of context in a lot of these clips, or maybe some of these clips had nothing to do with him at all.
Yo, is there any girls that turn their camera on? Y'all know anyone? Y'all know anyone? I ain't talked to Maddie in a minute. Oh, Dallas. Oh, Dallas, the ultimate challenge for this. Oh, Dallas, the ultimate challenge. Wait, no, she's 17, he 13. Like, that's weird, bro. I'm wilding. I'm wilding. That's weird, bro. I'm wilding. I'm wilding. I'm wilding. I'm wilding. I'm wilding. Oh, Dallas don't deserve that, bro. I'm wilding.
Now, after all the attempts to defame, deflect,
Okay?
and deny any accountability in this situation,
You see how he came to his senses before letting it get too far? Now, I don't know if it was more, they love to clip stuff and other stuff didn't happen, but he, in just that clip of seeing what I saw, he stopped it before it got too weird. He understood that. How your 35-year-old ass don't see how you was in the wrong. I'll wait.
finally somebody, something, or someone got into Akademiks' ear and said, yo, bro, just apologize.
A very regretful moment happened where it derived from a Discord that we're usually like super like buddy and probably like some shit that honestly in that cord everything I've ever said in that cord got leaked. It would be crazy. Not defending it, but that's
That
kind of the
ain't
point
cute.
of this. Definitely a regrettable moment, and we're gonna use that as a teachable moment because I don't think I've came this far, built this platform to be that irresponsible. right? And of course, I could throw out any type of excuses. Oh, well, all that. At the end of the day, first of all, I'm probably older than all y'all anyway. Like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't need the other. So I'll just take the responsibility. I should do better and will do better. And I think that's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? Should do better, will do better. I'm gonna use it as a teachable moment. Max hit me a few times. He was like, yo, people running your page is posting stuff about me.
Even in the last video, I think he was like, all that shit is fine and dandy. That's on the call. All that is fine and dandy. But can you apologize to Noir? Can we just get that? And Academics responded with something else. Again, it wasn't an apology. He act like he don't see no wrong. What's wrong with these freaky ass? He a fan. That's the sick part. Like, why you don't see the wrong in what you doing? You too old. It's sick, y'all.
I got nothing against Max. I said what I had to say last night. I stand on every word. But I have nothing against Max. Me and Max are both from Jersey. I support Max. I do appreciate his content. I do think his community is toxic. I do think at times, and again, we're not blaming Max for nothing. I think
He got his nerve. You think your community any better? Y'all some Drake meat riders. Allegedly. Do I say allegedly for that? Don't come over here trying to do nothing. No cease to sit. No none of that.
Max is a good guy. Maybe I thought that he owed me like to call me to be like, yo, what's up? But he definitely didn't.
Now, whether Akademiks sobered up or maybe somebody got into his ear, he did go on to apologize, and we do have to give some kudos for that in some regard. We're going to go ahead and give him a round of applause for that. But on a serious note, he did take accountability for all the actions that transpired. Some of the words, even though he stands on it, he realized that all of this meant nothing and was for nothing, and that at the end of the day, in the beginning of the night, he needed to just apologize, which he did. He apologized to Max, covering all parties involved, except for still one person, and one person, the literal 15-year-old. I still haven't heard him say anything to the 15-year-old. I might be missing it. Somebody provide the clip, link me, all this stuff, DM me, hit me, whatever the case may be, but I still have not seen him apologize to the 15-year-old that he asked if he would let Max stick something up his booty hole. Now,
yes,
has become the top.
This is the worst thing you can say to a little boy. Especially because he like Max, like they cool or whatever. He probably look up to Max as far as like a career standpoint. And this is what you decide to talk to the little kid about when you talk to him as a 35-year-old man. You need to go. I can't even say that. I was like, you need to go meet up with him, give him a gift or something, and apologize. Keep your freaky ass where you at, allegedly. Keep your freaky ass where you at. Don't pull up on this little boy, but why we still ain't apologized to him? This is so wrong.
Topic of conversation, and the way that people are talking about him in this situation, to me, is absolutely disgusting. It's victim blaming at the worst, and it's stupidity at its best. I don't understand why people have to defend Akademiks' actions by taking down the young man in question.
Yo, no, nah, I'm gonna speak like a real, cause I hate when come on stream and have this PR response, man.
Did he say he gonna talk like a real? Is he? That ain't giving. It ain't giving us. What's happening?
Speak like a real, cause I hate when come on stream and have this PR response, man. No, listen, I hate when I have this PR response. All jokes aside, I hate when I have this PR response. Chat, I don't
He's still saying it.
Listen, chat. If I'm 15 years old, 16 years old, this is 15. He's not 8, man. He's not 8, and then they tell me I can have strippers coming to your house. Bring the most strippers you want to bring to my house. Acting like he bringing to his house all day. What the fuck? Every nigga have PR response.
No, he needs to stop saying. I'm sorry, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but like, if I can't tell if you supposed to be saying it or not, it's a problem. I'm sorry, y'all. This is bothering me. But also, what he's saying, no, this is a 15-year-old. That's y'all problem. Y'all be getting groomed, even by other men. Like, this is a situation where another man was telling you, like, oh, I can have these girls pull up. I can have this girl do this to you or anything like that. You're still getting groomed as a little kid, regardless of your gender. You shouldn't be experiencing any of that. That is grooming in every sense of the word. It's sick. And he's sick, whoever this is.
Cancel my act. No, bro, stop acting. Yo, no, you are 15. I'm a kid who grew up in the real world on some normal shit, like a normal human being. Nor is a kid who grew up on the internet, TikTok, scrolling feed all day. That's why I say the internet is not real, bro. Like, and now you're trying to act all innocent. Yo, Nor, stop doing that weird shit, bro.
Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
Shut your lame up. I don't care if you're 15. What you mean you like? What? Shut the up, Nor.
There's this culture of this idea that, hey, because I went through some similar situations, or this is what I would have done at 15, or people spoke to me just like that at 15. So that makes what happened to this other 15-year-old okay, is not how the real world works. You also were groomed. You also were put in inappropriate situations and behaviors. I hear this conversation and talking point often, and specifically, the black community from my perspective, that talks about when people lose their virginity, how young you are, how sexually active you're supposed to be are at a certain age. And then we turn around and we see other younger people be sexually active, and then we see those other people who were sexually active in the past give grace and give pass and even try to give some sort of explanation as to why these younger people are sexually active because it happened to them in the past as well. This is
Like, no, you're a victim. You're actually a victim. It then tainted your brain, and now you think the new people coming up supposed to experience and endure what you experienced. That is nothing to be proud of.
totally normal. Let's not normalize children being put into sexual places.
If you have a little brother that's 15, nigga, you're not gonna ask. So you're gonna shut your mouth until he's 18 to ask him if he has a girl or he's done something, nigga. What the? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Imagine you had a little man's. All these years you could have asked this, yo, what you was getting into, and you find out in 19 he was. Nigga, what are you talking about? You don't know how niggas grow up, nigga. You gotta ask niggas, yo, what are y'all niggas do? What are y'all doing? What are y'all niggas on? Regardless of what it is, though, the reason why I think with Nor is different because I look at Nor, he's a loser. You know what I'm saying? Like Nor doesn't go to school. I don't think Nor goes to school.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Nor has a life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
a
that's why I
loser.
look at it crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because Nor be sitting there crying, and I'm hearing the calls like Nor is sitting there crying, begging niggas for bread. He's making Max look crazy, like begging call for bread, and Max then be sending this nigga bread. Lacey be sending bread. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand what's the point of attacking Nor in this situation. Like, it just
Yeah.
really does nothing for the conversation. I think the difference in what Silky is saying versus the reality is, if your biological brother was Nor and you were talking to him in this sort of manner, I would still say that's a little crazy to frame that question to your little brother, but maybe you're trying to relate, so we'll give it a little bit of a pass there. But the difference is Akademiks and Tory Lanez' manager aren't Nor's brother. They are just strangers on the internet. They are people who don't know Nor from a can of paint asking him if he would bust down another 15-year-old. And mind you, that's just one of the specific clips. I think taking those clips and cherry picking the whole conversation to fit your narrative is also pretty strange. I wonder what Silky's explanation to the "would you let Max impregnate you" is. I don't understand what's the need to defend him, especially when he even can admit that he's wrong. I find it astonishing that what Connie said the other day about streamers giving Akademiks chance.
Ray says he doesn't like how Twitter twisted the narrative and accused Akademiks of grooming, as it diminishes the seriousness of the term for people who have actually been groomed. That that is something I was gonna say, and I ain't want no criticism in the comments for it. We can call this slight grooming. Like, this is not an extreme situation. I'm fully disgusted, nor is fully a victim, but it's not as extreme as it can get. But this is kind of how it starts. Like, if they were to continue having conversations in the Discord, because that's what happened with Ava Tyson. I'll leave that playlist up here. Allegedly, you continue these conversations with these children over the course of months and years, just to see where their head is at, and then it becomes stronger and more prevalent what you're really attempting to do. That's the process of grooming. That was slight grooming. That is the initiation process that we saw. So him saying that, what is going on? It is grooming. It's wrong.
and grace and leeway in this conversation to be totally true. Like every single major streamer for the most part is cherry picking the little bits and pieces of this situation to try to diminish what's actually going on, or trying to be extra stickler or technical in these situations in order to try to potentially paint Akademiks in some sort of good light instead of just 100% holding his feet to the fire. And maybe we can have those different conversations at another time, but right now we should be focusing on what's actually going on.
Do you believe that this person
What did Dr.
is
just made that face
actually
for?
being groomed by men?
I don't think he's being groomed. I would not use that word, not the word groomed. To say that,
And the reason why I don't like those words is because when they're actually being groomed, like it dumbs down. I hate those words because it's like it could play off literal real situations where they're actually being groomed. But again, that's what happens when you have conversations like this on a live stream, gay, or in general. That's the type of shit.
In
That's the type of
general.
conversations you're opening up yourself to. You understand? That's as easy I can put it. You're opening up yourself to a world of conversations where you're putting the same sentence as grooming by having sexual conversations with little kids.
When that nigga get a whole sleeve?
That's what happens. That's why you avoid that shit.
And I mean this with all due respect. The terminology policing has to stop, especially from people that don't continue to educate themselves, participate in these conversations, but have one snapshot moment of what a definition is and don't continue to look into how things change, things move. As we get different places and spaces that these things can exist, they understand that these words become more fluid and that words exist on a spectrum. This isn't even specifically an indictment on Rage or Dante. I'm just tired of the whole concept of people policing terminology without understanding that words exist on a spectrum. Ultimately, the reason why this is grooming in this scenario is because they are having sexual and explicit conversations with a minor in an attempt to normalize it. And I think that that's a conversation to have about how the entire community goes along the lines of doing these things. Somebody's gonna pause this video right here in a reaction and say,
well, Omar, every single community does these things. That's normal.
That's what I'm saying. It's normalized. It is normalized to have sexual conversations near, around, about, or with children on the internet. And that is why people would consider it to be grooming, is because we are getting these kids conditioned to believe that these are just normal talking points. This is how people talk. This is okay to talk about.
That's why I just said, like, it's slight. I will give y'all that. This is not extreme, but this is how it starts. This is the beginning. This is when it begins to go further until the point of no return. That's what we trying to explain to y'all. It's not okay.
This thing in this manner. It is not just the big streamers that are doing this, it's other fans of people like Akademiks who are also giving this excuse or reasoning or justification by saying, hey, this is the culture.
Like, yo, I don't know what generation y'all grew up in, or like, yo, bro, like, for example, I was like 16.
I don't like him.
With like Akademiks, Silky, and all that. And bro, we'll be trolling all day. You don't see me. Yo, bro, chill, bro. That's a case, dog. Chill, bro. That's a case, dog. Nah, bro, you can't be saying shit, bro. Like, they'll be talking about normal. Nigga. This is 20, 25 years old is normal. I'm 16, don't matter, nigga. What am I gonna say? Yo, bro, you can't talk about girls over my age, bro. It's weird, dog. Like, what? Bro, check it. I've been around AJ, I've been around Ak, I've been around Ray. Like, bro, they don't mean no harm towards nobody, bro. They just be trolling like normal human beings, bro. I hate when that's so perfect, bro.
I've seen too many people make the remark that this is
We're
how the
trolling.
culture operates. This is what the culture does. This is online culture.
No.
This is Discord culture. This is streaming culture. This is et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is Xbox lobby culture. And I've been in those places and spaces, but now as a grown up, I'm not sitting here saying that that is an adequate justification as to these continued behaviors by these people. We've seen too many extreme things happen, and I know people hate when you bring out the extreme points, but I think it's very valid in this situation where people are talking about doing harm to people. Like, people are talking about unaliving people. People are talking about committing mass crimes on people, and then we see them act those things out in real life, and they say that they exist on 4chan, on Reddit, on Discord, in the Xbox lobbies, and the private chats, et cetera,
Like, all these spaces is where it starts. It comes from somewhere. It stems from somewhere. Children don't know anything. They're taught it. They literally don't know anything. So when you teach them these things, that's how you're trying to make it the norm, but it does not have to be, and it should not be. I don't know where the disconnect is at.
where all of this culture is being conducted. Now, I know the gaming community is going to come for me for this, and so be it. It'll just be what it is. But we can all be real and say that, especially as we age, we should be able to identify that the stuff that goes on in those lobbies and the stuff that's being said in those lobbies is not, was not, and will not be okay. It doesn't matter if you came out of the situation a better person or you came out of the situation okay. And hell, I would even check on you as a person in the first place. But to act like the stuff that goes on in there is normal is not normal. Again,
Yeah. And everybody is affected differently. So you don't know what you're saying, how that affects somebody in the future, or what will happen to them just because of how you are acting in this present moment, how it affects them long term. Yeah, that was a good video. He was really thorough. Meezy, he really usually does a good job with when he bringing up topics. It's usually in depth. So that was a really, really good video. But I will say sorry, my throat bothering me. I will say I don't see how people could be defending academics. It hurts my heart. We supposed to be on the kids' side, but maybe it's just people that got some common sense. Maybe they understand how Noir is fully a victim and academics should be dealt with for the things that he's done. And them other people in that call, if they're adults as well, they let that keep going on. They didn't say anything. Or the other person that was asking questions. All of you. Yeah. Not just him. All of you. But I'm gonna leave this here. I'm sorry I'm clearing my throat and y'all I apologize. I did it again. I apologize, but leave other topics or videos you'd like me to react to down in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.